Why didn't I blast you in the back of the head with your championship while you stood right here? It means that I am going to do this the right way, face to face with you. I'm telling you straight up, you're gonna see me coming.
Bully, honestly, he taught me the most out of anyone in my entire career. He also told me not to trust anybody in this business.
I beat him for that belt, the Impact World Championship, but let me tell you, you cannot trust this man.
There's only one thing that you can count on from Bully. That's whatever he's gonna do, it's going to be in his own best interest and nothing else. I've known him for over 20 years, and Bully Ray is a real piece of Josh Alexander has been the Impact World Champion now for 209 days. Kazarian believes tonight is about coming full circle, winning the big one, the Impact World Championship. Alexander beats Kazarian. The Call Your Shot Gauntlet winner, Bully Ray. I told you that when I decided to cash this in, I would do it to your face. I would look you in the eye, and I would shake your hand. And hard to kill. Bully Ray, Josh Alexander, straight up for the Impact World Championship. If you shake my hand, that means you accept. My God, no! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Don't you freaking dare! Hand me your belt! Hand me your belt! Hand it to me! I swear to God, son! I kept my word, didn't I? I kept my word, didn't I? Tonight we are feeling the fallout from Overdrive 2 weeks ago. A fantastic main event. Josh Alexander retaining his Impact World Championship against Frankie Kazarian, but it was the aftermath involving this man, Bully Ray, that was absolutely heinous. And tonight, Bully Ray is scheduled to go one-on-one with Rich Swann.
And Tom, I don't even know what to say. You know me very well. I am Mr. Devil's Advocate, but this is one devil I just can't get in bed with. The actions of Bully Ray and Overdrive, absolutely despicable. You see there the Call Your Shot trophy, absolutely obliterated. Those disgusting actions of Bully Ray. My question is this. Why then? Why not in Overdrive? Get things done right then and there. You had Josh dead to rights. What is going on in the sick mind of Bully Ray? And you know what? This is exactly the Bully Ray that everybody had warned Josh Alexander about week after week after week. This is the Bully Ray that Tommy Dreamer had been convinced was left in the past. The man that Bully Ray had convinced us. And look at this, just staring down a child at ringside. That's the real Bully Ray. And it has come out in full form now. There is nothing holding Bully Ray back from being his true, just ugly, ugly self.
Shut it off! I gotta admit, I am a little nervous. I'm not nervous for me. I'm nervous for you guys. I'm from New York. You're from Kentucky. You might not understand me. So I'll try to keep it real simple. Kid, If you say that one more time, I will smack you in your fat face. Why would you be mad at me? Dude, if you don't put that sign down, I'll come down there, rip it up, kick you in the face, and send you home. Why would you be mad at me? What did I do wrong? I showed up in Impact, entered the Call Your Shot Battle Royal, ran the gauntlet, won the trophy that allowed me to call my shot at any time. The same trophy that Scott D'Amore destroyed. I told you all, I told the entire wrestling world, I told all of the wrestlers in the locker room, but most importantly, I told Josh Alexander that when I was going to call my shot, I would stand in the middle of this ring, look him in the eye, tell him face to face, and I would shake his hand to let him know when I was coming for him. That's exactly what I did in Overdrive. Stood right here. Said to Josh, I challenge you. January, Friday the 13th, Hard to Kill in Atlanta. I told him, if you shake my hand, that means you accept the match. He shook my hand. You see, that doesn't bother me because I think Josh Alexander is a great professional wrestler also. I think Josh Alexander is a credit to Impact Wrestling and the entire professional wrestling business. He reminds me of Kurt Angle and is one of the greatest champions that has ever set foot in an Impact ring. I agree with you, morons. But here's the deal. As great as Josh might be in the ring, as great as a wrestler as he may be, he's not smart like I am. And trust me, I'm one of the smartest guys in this entire industry. You see, Josh isn't that smart. I think Josh forgot who the hell I was. I think some of you may have forgotten who the hell I was. History lesson out of Impact Wrestling. I'm the guy who defeated Sting and made sure he could never challenge for the Impact World Championship again. And when it comes to Hulk's daughter, Brooke, yeah, I screwed her too. Dixie Carter through a table. I'm the worst of the worst, the baddest of the bad, and the most successful MFer to ever step foot in an Impact ring. I built this freaking place. So, with all the things that I've done, bring it over here, bring it over here, bring it over here. With all of the things that I have done, why would Josh Alexander ever allow his wife to be in the same building as I am? Why, Josh? Why would you do that? Why would you put her in harm's way? Why would you get her that close to me? So Josh is not going to be around for a couple of weeks. He needs to take some time. He's got a little bit of trauma. His family has endured a lot of trauma. They need to regroup. They need to be together. Josh, you take all the time you need, just as long as you show up in Atlanta on Friday, the 13th of January at Hard to Kill. Do you know who I am? I'm Bully Ray, and I will be your 3-time Impact World Champion.
There's Rich Swann. Rich Swann, the scheduled opponent of Bully Ray tonight. Swann, as well as Scott D'Amore and the rest of the Impact Wrestling locker room, sick of Bully Ray. Well, Rich Swann has heard enough. I mean, but no, the rest of us hadn't heard enough already. But Tom, onto all that, I have to say, out of everything, the entire diatribe, Bully Ray was right. He did exactly what Rich Swann was going up top there looking for something big. Bully Ray rolls out of the ring. Heading to higher ground, but watch out! Swann over the top. Swann not letting Bully Ray get away that easy. He's just as sick of all this as the rest of the Impact Wrestling locker room is. And Rich Swann tossing the remnants of the Call Your Shot trophy out of the ring. We've got to referee this scheduled matchup between Bully Ray and Rich Swann. It's going to get started next here on Access TV. And we are back here on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. This match is already underway for the first time ever. It's Rich Swann against the #1 contender for the Impact World Championship, Bully Ray. And this crowd here in Louisville. Man, you know, we always talk about like who you like, dislike who you dislike. We often have split crowds here in Impact Wrestling. There is no split down the middle when it comes to that man, Bully Ray, who seems to be making enemies. Rich Swann, the crowd, the ref, every single person here. And I want to back up here. Rich Swann is a longtime friend of Josh Alexander. Has said for months now how much he respects Josh Alexander, respects what he's done as Impact World Champion. Would love to challenge Josh at some point. But that is why Rich Swann, Scott D'Amore, and so many others backed up Josh Alexander in the wake of Overdrive. And then we heard, Ray, before the break, just how Bully Ray was justifying all the heinous, disgusting things that he did at Overdrive. You know, you want to throw around some of the cliches like the greatest trick the devil ever pulled, but in this scenario, that's almost what happened here. After all of this, Josh Alexander let his guard down for 1 second, one solitary second, and that's all this snake needed to strike, and he did just that. And right now, in this situation, it's Rich Swann who's paying the price for all of it. Big time offense here from Bully Ray in this first time ever matchup. And speaking of which, still to come tonight here on Access TV, it's another first time ever matchup. Steve Macklin goes one-on-one with Frankie Kazarian. Macklin bitter with Kazarian in his opportunity he had at the Impact World title at Overdrive. Also still to come this evening, another installment of the last rodeo. Deonna Purrazzo one-on-one with Mickie James. Remember, if Purrazzo beats James, James must retire from pro wrestling. And also, I've been told that Eric Young of Violent by Design has told Diener to meet him tonight where it all began. What that means, we don't know. We're going to keep an eye on it here on Access TV. Oh! Rich Swann here, though, building some much-needed momentum. Counter off the splash kick out. Announce at Impact Wrestling, Impact Plus specials, live pay-per-views and more are now available on DAZN in over 170 countries, including the UK, Italy, France, Australia, Japan, and more. Visit ImpactWrestling.com for more information. And it looked like some momentum was building there for Rich Swann, and it's shut down quickly by Bully Ray using the top rope to his advantage. Some would say working smarter, not Oh, that seems to be Bully Ray's MO. That's what he was kind of bragging about in that diatribe that started the show here tonight. And you know what? I have to give him credit as much as it makes me sick. He was right. Bully Ray talked a little bit about being a different man, but the only thing he truly promised was that he would call his shot to Josh Alexander's face. And unfortunately, he did. He never promised what would happen after that happened.
What I can glean from what Bully Ray was spewing is that he wants the opportunity on Friday the 13th of January live on pay-per-view and Fight TV at Hard to Kill in Atlanta to put Josh Alexander on display, to make a statement to the entire world so that the entire world will be watching if Bully Ray becomes the Impact World Champion for a third time.
That's right, obviously one of our biggest shows of the year live on pay-per-view there at Hard to Kill. Not only that, becoming the Impact World Champion is an honor any day, any moment, my God. But imagine if you can dethrone who right now is one of our longest reigning Impact champions of all time, somebody multiple wrestlers from multiple generations have called one of the best ever. That would make a statement.
A jawbreaker there by Rich Swann. Well, now able to avoid Bully Ray, who rushes into the corner. Big size advantage, obviously, for Bully. And Rich Swann trying to chop him down. Oh, what a kick. Bully's still up.
One at a time. He's rocking the bigger man here. Take it off, though. Boom!
Oh. Down goes Bully Ray into a cover. Another kick out at one. And Rich Swann trying to build on the momentum he gained by winning a six-way X Division matchup on the countdown to Overdrive 2 weeks ago.
Whoa. Came down hard there, did Swann. As right now, Bully could be going back to having things his way. And we've seen this. This is what I think it might be. That big senton from the big man could end things here for Swann.
Nobody home for Bully Ray. Now Rich Swann going to the turnbuckles.
Could this be the moment he needs? Got him!
450 and a kick out at 2 by Bully.
Stop this disgusting momentum he has going from Overdrive, but there we go.
Crossbody, kick out at 2. And Rich Swann starting to gain some ground here against Bully Ray.
He's wearing the bigger man down. What a boon this might be for the morale. And wait, hold up.
Oh, the chains! Bully Ray with the chains! And that's going to call for the bell and a disqualification. The referee doing the right
come
thing.
on! I mean, we shouldn't be surprised at this point, but damn it. Bully Ray here, obviously, I don't know if you want to call him a desperate man or whatever, or he just wanted to be done with this match, with this whole night tonight. Taking the shortcut, taking the easy way out, if you will.
I think you're completely right. The threat of Rich Swann was mounting. Bully Ray instead is content to make a statement to prove just how far he's willing to stoop, how low he's willing to go to become the Impact World Champion.
Look, this looks like it could be a little bit.
Whoa.
Just a shadow of what happened at Overdrive. We saw what Bully Ray did with that chair to Josh Alexander.
Come on.
Oh, and another thing Bully Ray said he was going to do and followed up on. You can't say the man isn't owning up to at least some of the things he said.
Bully Ray looking to make an example out of Rich Swann. As you can see in the background, more officials. Bully is coming to ringside, and Bully Ray threatening Impact Wrestling officials with a steel chair.
And look, I get it. Look at me, I'm no saint. I get taking a shortcut here and there. I've never, ever disparaged that. But there's a limit, there's a point when your point is made. Come on now. The point has been made, is what I'm trying to say here. Now what is Bully Ray looking for? As if the steel chair hadn't caused enough.
Bully Ray tearing apart the ringside area. This is just like an overdrive, Ray. Well, I believe that is a zip tie in the hand of Bully Ray. Yes, he is trying to zip.
He's already pretty well incapacitated at this point. I don't think he's breaking free of that one. Now he is completely at the mercy of Bully Ray.
This is what Josh Alexander had to endure at overdrive. Watched as Bully Ray tormented his wife. And look at that! There's Tommy Dreamer!
What are you doing? I'm not. Knock it off. Knock it off. What's your problem? My problem is I stood up for you. I got you here, so I'm looking at all the crap. What's your problem? After everything that we've been through, you're gonna stick up for him? Huh? What happened to you? What happened to me? What happened?
Oh, come on! Oh, wait a minute. Look at the background there. There's Scott D'Amore sliding into the ring.
Not again.
Oh, no. This was going after Swan again. Oh, my God.
Everybody wants a piece of Bully Ray. Everybody's had enough.
Knock it off!
Hey! Here's something, Scott! Just remember something, boss! Hey! What? You're a piece of You know something? You know what? You're right. For once in our lives and our careers, I agree with you. I am a piece of and you know what, D'Amore? You're the guy that hired me. Bully Ray has alienated everyone in Impact Wrestling. But he's going to get what he wants. Josh Alexander for the Impact World Championship. Friday the 13th of January at Hard to Kill.
Let's go back, way back to 1985, when the Impact Provincial Wrestling Federation was the most controversial and talked about wrestling territory on the planet.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna get snow building.
I'm
tomorrow night on Impact Plus and Fight.
All right, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, losers of all ages, the votes are in and the poll declares that people are not happy with Trey Miguel. People are not happy with Trey Miguel. As if I gave a damn. You know what would make me happy? Bow. I lost this X Division Championship, and I was so zealous about it. And you know what I did? I tattooed the thing on my leg. You know what happened next? I lost it. Doesn't seem quite balanced to me. So you know what I did? I did what I do best, and I made sure that I got back what is mine. When you look at this X Division Championship, you see history. You see the past. Well, you know what? It's about time that you look at it and you see the future. And you see the future. Let's go.
Trey Miguel defacing the X Division Championship. That is what your new X Division champion is all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, he represents Moose Nation. He is Moose.
Well, we know what Moose is all about. We saw his opponent from Overdrive, Bully Ray, earlier on this evening. Bully Ray won that Overdrive in a tables match. And when it comes to Moose and Bully Ray, once a scumbag, always a scumbag.
Yeah, and this particular scumbag, he does not like losing, especially on a large stage like Overdrive. So you have to imagine that Moose is in a foul mood here tonight, looking to rebuild some momentum coming out of that loss at Overdrive.
His opponent from Punjab, India, Rupinder Gujar.
Gujar, who competed in a six-way X Division showcase on the countdown to Overdrive. Well, if anyone's excited for Christmas, then Access TV is the place to be. Jingle all the way with the hit show, The Top 10 Revealed. This Tuesday, The Top 10 Revealed experts count down the top Christmas crooners at 8 Eastern here on Access TV.
Crooners? I mean, hey, that sounds right up my alley. I should have been on that show. But right now, the star of this show, Rupinder Gujar, who is, we always say it, gets better and better every time he steps in the ring. But I still feel like he's looking for that one big win. And man, this could be that if he gets it here tonight.
This absolutely would be in a first-time ever matchup. Moose, of course, a former Impact World Champion, the self-proclaimed wrestling god for the better part of 6 months between 2021 and 2022. Reigned as the Impact World Champion and, in his words, carried this company.
And right now, like I said earlier, got a big chip on his shoulder coming out of Overdrive. But if you're Rupinder Gujar, man, a victory over a former Impact World Champion, that could be the big...
Gujar picking up the momentum here against Moose. Big night of action here on Impact Wrestling. Still to come, Macklin versus Kazarian in a first-time ever matchup. Also, the last rodeo, Mickey James versus Deonna Purrazzo. James' career in professional wrestling is on the line. And also, what is going on with Eric Young and Diener? Young telling Diener to meet him where it all began tonight. We're going to keep an eye on that here on Access TV.
As right now, Moose is cutting off Gujar at the pass. Big boot to the face. And now, he's looking to put this one away now. Out here on the floor, this could be it.
Oh, the powerbomb into the apron by Moose.
That is absolutely devastating. Any momentum that Gujar had has quickly gone out the window.
Bhupinder Gujar's in trouble. Can he get back in it against Moose? This match continues here on Access TV as Gujar beats the count. The match rolls on. And we are back here on Access TV. Moose still in firm command against Bhupinder Gujar in this first time ever matchup. And Ray Walt, it's been Moose just taking his time here against Gujar.
Yeah, Moose has a point to prove. He's got I want to say, a chip on his shoulder. He's got some frustrations to work out. After everything that happened at Overdrive, losing that, you see the tape on the back of Moose, losing that tables match to Bully Ray, who proved himself to truly be the scumbag we knew him to be earlier tonight.
And Bully Ray getting disqualified in a matchup against Rick Swann, and then it was pure chaos here in the Impact Zone. Tommy Dreamer and the Executive Vice President of Impact Wrestling, Scott D'Amore, came out here to try and stop Bully Ray. Bully Ray, ultimately, he's going to get what he wants. Come Hard to Kill, Friday the 13th of January, live on pay-per-view and Fight TV. Bully Ray versus Josh Alexander for the Impact World title.
And that is a defiant Bhupinder Gujar, who's absolutely had enough here of Moose.
Oh, standing Uranagi by Moose. A little flurry there, Ray Walt, from Gujar, but Moose shuts it down.
Hey, but sometimes that's all you need to continue to show life. But Moose now looking to line up Gujar. Could be looking for that spear to put this one away.
This would end Gujar's night. Go for the spear. Oh, and Gujar able to avoid it. And Moose goes shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Oh, and a kick by Gujar.
Great spotting here from Gujar. Good counter. Obviously knows the wrestling god well here.
On the ripcord knee attack.
Keep it going.
Beautiful sling blade there by Gujar.
And now he's got to capitalize. This is where the foot has to stay on the gas, especially with an opponent with the capabilities of Moose.
Oh, we saw Moose going for his spear. Is it time for Gujar's gargoyle spear? Set up in the corner. Is this it for Moose? And Moose did his homework.
Not what Gujar wanted.
Oh, Moose went for his spear again. Oh, and there it is. Big time spear from Moose. Moose beats Gujar. Here is your winner. Come on now, Moose pummeling Gujar after the match, trying to make a statement after his disappointment from Overdrive.
Yeah, those frustrations still boiling over. And now just getting rid of Gujar, no respect whatsoever. But no surprise coming from the self-proclaimed wrestling god.
Do you know who I am? I'm the guy who told you exactly who Bully Ray is. And all you Kentucky fried idiots didn't listen to me. I told you that Bully Ray was gonna screw Josh Alexander just like I did at Bound for Glory. But you idiots, once again, didn't listen to me. Do you really think I lost that Overdrive? Hell no. I won that Overdrive because I was right. Now, I never want to hear Bully Ray's name ever again. In fact, I don't want none of you idiots to say his name.
Well, you get what you asked for, Tom. And so does Moose.
It's the digital media champion, Joe Hendry. And you know what? Say his name, and he appears.
I guess
What the hell are you doing in my ring?
What the heck am I doing? You called me out.
I was talking about bully, and I was handling serious business. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, Moose, allow me to explain. You said, say his name, and he appears, and usually when someone does that, that's their way of saying, we believe.
I know all these idiots want to have a good time, but I don't have time for your fun and games. So I'll advise you to get the hell out of my ring before I seriously hurt you. Back to what I was saying.
Moose, just one thing. If you really want Joe Hendry to just get on out this ring, we can do that, but I don't think that's really what you want. You see, from a current champion, I know a cry for help when I see one.
Oh, and Moose again. No. Back up, and Hendry dropping Moose.
Well, could this be the motivation Moose needs? Not tonight.
And Moose enraged, focused on the aftermath of Overdrive, handling what he calls serious business. Oh, look out!
Oh, no. Who said his name this time? Because once again, Joe Hendry has appeared, ready to fight.
Oh, wait a minute, there's Ender Gunther getting some payback on Moose after Moose tried to beat down Gunther after their match moments ago.
Just like a true gargoyle, lying in wait, parched, ready to go.
Little turnabout is fair play when it comes to Gunther and Moose. But I got a feeling we're far from done between what's just transpired between Moose and the digital media champion, Joe Hendry.
Mike Bailey, last week we heard from Kenny King, who said that he's made it his mission to bring out a side of you that we've never seen before here in Impact Wrestling. What's your response to this?
I like to believe that if it wasn't for Kenny King, I would have won the X Division title tournament. I like to believe that if it wasn't for Kenny King, I would have won my six-way scramble in the Countdown to Overdrive. I know what it's like to be a champion. I also know what it's like to be a former champion, and I don't intend to let it stay that way for very long. Regardless of Kenny King's mission, I'm not going to let him affect me. My goals and attitude in Impact Wrestling will remain exactly as they are.
You know, I really wanted to do this last rodeo because my career has been insane. You know, I've been really blessed to make history and to do so many things. To come back and win the Knockouts World Championship when I didn't expect that.
You will not mock Mickey James inside of a wrestling ring. Here we go. Mickey James did it. Mickey James is the new Knockouts champion.
I feel like this new generation is coming in and is just a locker room full of incredibly talented women. And it's to, you know, like, I've given my whole life to this business. I just kind of felt that if I was going to still belong in this locker room, I needed to be able to stand toe-to-toe with each and every single one of them.
It's been a long time since we've just heard from me. Just the virtuosa Deanna Perron. Exactly what I've been thinking. What I've been thinking about the last rodeo. You might have everybody fooled. Everyone thinking you're here to better the Knockouts division. That's bull. No one sees the truth. Mickey James is the biggest snake in the grass. But all this charade comes to an end when Mickey and I step foot in the ring for for part 3. I'm not just trying to ruin Mickey's career like she's ruined mine. I'm looking to end the career of Mickey James.
It's really about the Knockouts World Championship. That's what it's always been about. And to prove that I deserve a shot at that championship again. Even with that in mind, I have to not think about that right now. I have to think about Deanna. And I know what she wants. She wants to end me. And I have to stay focused on that. Because if I don't, it's game over.
Still to come tonight, Peraza versus James. Is this evening the final night in the career of hardcore country, Mickey James?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Rutherford, New Jersey, Steve Macklin.
Meanwhile, we're set for our third first-time ever matchup this evening here on Access TV. Impact Wrestling has been rolling as of late, as has Steve Macklin. Has had marquee win after marquee win, and he's looking to rack up another one right now.
Yeah, Macklin, who saw himself in the title picture numerous times, only to be replaced in those matches. This man being one of those.
His opponent from Yucca Valley, California, Frankie Kazarian.
For the 5th year in a row, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Holiday Toy Drive is back. Head to MajorWFPod.com for the details and find out how you can help this holiday season.
Can I just say, I love that you have to put over the major players and their efforts like every week now because it's official. That's a little thing for me, but
For the holidays. It's the right thing to do.
Frankie Kazarian here, looking to maybe pick up a dub after an incredible matchup at Overdrive. I have to imagine, even this far removed, still feeling the effects that you have to imagine Steve Macklin will want to take advantage of.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, Kazarian, the effort of a lifetime against Josh Alexander, challenging for the Impact World Championship at Overdrive. Kazarian obviously very frustrated, Raywald. After the matchup, he said, coming into Overdrive, I have to win. I have to win the big one. You know what it means to be in those big-time matchups. How do you move forward after that type of downfall?
Well, I mean, that's exactly what this business is about. Again, you want another cliche? It's not about how you fall, it's how you pick yourself back up. And that's what this matchup could be for Frankie Kazarian as it really just starts to tee off here.
And you can see the anger, the vitriol that's pouring out of Steve Macklin is because Macklin, as you talked about a little bit there, Raywald, believes he should have been the one challenging Josh Alexander at Overdrive for the Impact World Championship because of the colossal victories that he's put up in 2022.
And I mean, we've heard that story from Macklin time and time again, all the way back to, remember when, Tomohiro Ishii was here in Impact Wrestling, getting an opportunity against Josh Alexander. I mean, month after month after month, Macklin feels like it should be him.
Victories against Jay White, Chris Sabin, W. Morrissey, Moose, Callahan, recently Tommy Dreamer here on Access TV, now facing a very motivated Frankie Kazarian, which I'm personally thrilled to see this coming out of Frankie.
You know what the funny thing is, though? These two in the ring, although they seem like potential polar opposites, as Kazarian just tossed to the outside of the ring, there's more in common with these two than you might expect. Both got chips on their shoulder when it comes to the World Championship. Both have incredible victories in their careers, but just never had the big one that they sought. There's far more in common between Macklin and Kazarian than meets the eye.
Kazarian, who helped build this company, an Impact original. Meanwhile, many would say Steve Macklin's become a pillar of Impact Wrestling in the present day. And a big chop there by Kazarian.
Kazarian fighting back, a little extra stank on these strikes from Kazarian. Like you said, maybe a little bit of extra vitriol from both men in this contest.
Back elbow by Macklin, still to come tonight here on Access TV. It's Peraza versus James. In the last radio, if Peraza beats James, her longtime rival, James must retire from pro wrestling forever. And also, we've been fixated on it all evening. Eric Young has told Diener to meet him, quote, at the place where it all began. What does that mean? We're going to find out here on Access TV.
Something tells me a conversation with Eric Young in an undisclosed location is not going to be a pleasant one.
Focused attack here by Macklin. Using the bulk of the 5 count there along the ropes. Oh, on the knee. Once again to the back. Using the rope right.
Matches that Macklin has that isn't for the World Championship, man. As Kazarian ever defiant there. Every one of these matches that isn't for the title that he wants is just building up more and more anger, frustration, and vitriol within Macklin.
Now look at these two go back and forth. Kazarian not going to take the line down, so to speak, and sent spine first into the turnbuckles by Macklin.
Just an absolute knockdown, drag-out fight. I mean, we know Macklin can get down and dirty. He's a bit of a brawler himself, but Kazarian, known more for that X Division style, he's showing he can hang with that as well.
And listen, Kazarian went about 40 minutes at overdrive against Josh Alexander. The thrill off a magic cover and a kick out there. And Macklin slobbers Kaz with a clothesline.
I mean, that might be Kazarian's key to success. He's trying to pick up a fast one there. This barrage of offense from Macklin is just relentless.
Macklin once again focuses on the back of the spine. Ranking Kazarian, sending him into the turnbuckle, now assaulting the midsection, the core of Kazarian.
It's a smart move from Macklin, lest we forget in one sitting, 10 German suplexes from Josh Alexander, not to mention the multiple other high-impact.
Kazarian got out of the corner, cover on Macklin.
Huge high-impact maneuvers from that match. Like you said, going the better part of an hour.
Backslide here on Macklin and a kick out.
Back and forth here.
Look at this. Oh, went for the Olympic slam, but Kazarian got out of it just enough. Now Macklin rushes into the corner and he's taken down by Kazarian. Kazarian's got an opening here, looking to rebound after overdrive.
Big head of steam from Kazarian, turning things around here. Can he get that vindication, that turnaround that he desperately needs?
Right between the shoulder blades of Macklin. Go for the chicken wing. Looking for the chicken wing.
Macklin saw it coming, though.
Macklin went for the clothesline. Kazarian over the back. He's trying to control Macklin right now. Macklin uses the ropes. Power slam by Kazarian.
And finally, as Mac is planted in the middle of the ring here.
The leg drop off the ropes. Kazarian to put away Macklin and a kick out.
Man who's put up with so many absolute devastating encounters, things like barbed wire massacre.
Again, is going for the chicken wing there, and Macklin felt it coming.
Obviously spotted his opponent, scouted his opponent before this matchup.
And a leg drop right to the back of the neck.
Classic Kazarian right there. Macklin didn't see that one coming.
Guillotine leg drop right now. From the outside to the inside is the cover. Macklin able to escape shoulders down here on Kazarian. Kick out at 2.
A little bit of good counter wrestling from Steve Macklin as well.
Oh, look at this. Caught Kazarian on. This is a place you do not want to be against Macklin.
Here you go.
Oh, Kazarian was nearly caught in the crosshairs. Kazarian able to roll himself up and avoid Macklin.
That's the experience. Kazarian coming into play.
The cutter from Kazarian. Macklin puts his foot on the bottom rope.
Hey, that's a veteran move from Steve Macklin as well. Ring awareness is key and was the saving factor for Macklin right there.
And now Macklin to the outside of the ring. Wait a minute. Macklin. The stamp down to the ribs of Kazarian.
Macklin's had enough. There's your frustration getting the better of Macklin. Telling the world he guess he doesn't need the official W here tonight. He'll take it any way that he can get it.
And a qualification to Macklin, but Macklin now assaulting Frankie Kazarian. Look at this with the chair to the injured midsection already of Kazarian.
That's that hard edge, that spine of the chair into the ribs, the hip, the back. Absolutely obliterating Kazarian here. Oh my God.
And you can hear Macklin saying, "Where's my damn world title shot?"
You have to wonder how much more. I mean, Macklin's clearly already at a boiling point.
Oh, no. Oh, the KIA into the steel chair.
And on a night where point after point has been made and or proven, Steve Macklin makes yet another one.
Macklin makes an example out of Kazarian to the events of overdrive surrounding the Knockouts World Tag Team titles. Jessica too strong.
Able to withstand, hold it up, no, what? Could it be?
Oh, the kick to the head and the sick driver. Cover. The Death Dolls retain the tag team titles. Here are your winners and still Knockouts World Tag Team Champion, the Death Dolls. If you thought Jessica's partying was fun in Vegas when she was having some trouble, imagine what's going to wind up on the Impact Wrestling TikTok now that they've won. They can go out on 4th Street here in Louisville.
I can't believe we lost. We lost. We didn't get the titles. Not 3 times. I can't believe it. And you. Where were you? We lost. Where were you?
I was trying to stop him from pinning you.
Penny me? See, you think this is my fault. That's what you think? You think this is my fault we lost? Penny me? Oh, I see, because you think you beat Jessica. Oh, you so big and bad, right? Yeah, that's what it is, right? Wait. Okay. So, you think you got it all figured out, huh? Okay, so how about next week? You face Taya, okay? She got the 1, 2, 3 on me quick. How about next week you face Taya? And I'll sit back, I'll watch. I'll be there for you. I'll watch. And if there's something you want to teach me, show me. And I'll see for myself. You get me?
Let's go back, way back to 1985, when the Impact Provincial Wrestling Federation was the most controversial and talked about wrestling territory on the planet.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's no building.
And I'm gonna drill you even harder.
Relive all your favorite moments for the first time. Who will be the rival survival? Find out when Impact Wrestling presents Throwback Throwdown 3 tomorrow night on Impact Plus and Fight.
Eddie Edwards, I wanted to catch up with you after we spoke a few weeks ago.
Stop it right there. A lot of was going to pay for what he had done, and he did. I also told you that I don't want to talk about my personal life. I don't want to talk about my marriage. So without going into too much detail, this last year has taken a toll on my marriage. That's why it's so very important for me to bury the past.
Well, with all due respect, Eddie, we did see a hand emerge from the ground where you'd
There
buried.
There you go again, talking about the past. I am done with the past. I've told you before, I will tell you again, I do not regret anything. I do not regret a thing over the last year. Every decision I made was for a reason. I don't regret honor no more. I don't regret anything I did because I did it all for a reason, to build a better future for myself here in Impact Wrestling. And now, That's what I'm focused on. The future. Oh, another guy from my past showing up. Look at this. What are you doing?
Oh, baby, look at you. You look pretty damn good on this.
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's up, man?
Hey, so here's where we're at. All right, we just beat Ace and Bay. You guys are done with the major players. You promised us an Impact Wrestling Tag Team Championship title shot.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about this?
You know what we're going to do about it? You know, everything you said is absolutely right. You deserve it. You're right in line. And, you know, damn straight, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go to Scott D'Amore, and I'm going to tell him, how about we make this match next week? You good with that?
That's all
we wanted to.
Thank you so much.
That's
Well,
it.
that's all you want? I know we're Detroit guys, but what you're gonna get is me ripping your faces apart with my fists, ripping your hearts out, and allowing you to watch them beat for the very last time. And then I'm gonna rip both of you in half with a gore, gore, gore.
I love that, man.
The challenge has been laid down by the Motor City Machine Guns, but Rhino seems intent and ready to take it on.
Yeah, the tag team champions are ready to go. If that match gets made official, it will be broken on Impact Wrestling social media platforms, so keep an eye out for that. But speaking of the tag team title picture, how about on the knockout side? Coming up next week on Access TV, Savannah Green. Also, we've got news that next week, the Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander, will be here live in the Impact Zone.
And not only that, next on Access TV, it's New Japan Pro Wrestling Battle Autumn 22. Testing his ITEL challenges Will Ospreay for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship in the main event of Battle Autumn.
But right now here in Louisville, we're set for our main event, a bitter rivalry renewed amidst the last rodeo.
That's right. And what better way, what better person, what better queen and virtuosa to have your main event than Deonna Purrazzo. I was about to say arguably, not even arguably, guaranteed the toughest challenge Mickie James has had to date in this last rodeo so far. This could be a pivotal night for Impact Wrestling as a whole and Mickie James as a person.
It's one of the greatest rivalries in the history of the Knockouts division in Impact Wrestling. Deonna Purrazzo, bitter that Mickie James had continued her last rodeo, that it cost her Chelsea Green, it cost her vest.
Not only that, this woman, again, all the respect in the world for the legendary career that Mickie James has had for going on this last rodeo challenge. I do respect that. But it was this woman right here who also ended the wonderful, amazing title reign. It almost hurts me to say it, but I'll say it, of Deonna Purrazzo. And so this is absolutely a rivalry renewed. This is one of those that will go down in the annals of history forever, in my opinion.
It's the last rodeo. It's Mickie James' quest to become the Knockouts World Champion once again, trying to earn her way to a title shot. However, if Mickie James loses tonight against Deonna Purrazzo, she is bound to retire from pro wrestling. James versus Purrazzo begins next. And we are back here on Impact Wrestling on Access TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the last rodeo continues. With this one fall contest, if Mickie James loses tonight, she must retire from professional wrestling. Introducing first to my left, from Hackettstown, New Jersey, she is the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo. And to my right, from Richmond, Virginia, she is on her last rodeo, Mickie James.
Impact Wrestling a number of months ago is to get back to the Impact Knockouts World Championship and has vowed that along the way, if she loses it all, she will retire from professional wrestling. That is what has led to this matchup here with Deonna Purrazzo, because recently a victory for Mickie James against Chelsea Green sent Chelsea Green going, quote, home. It meant the end of the tag team known as Vex, Purrazzo, and Green. So the Virtuosos out for some revenge here tonight. Now, what better way to do it than potentially ending the career of your biggest rival?
Yeah, as if all the history between James and Purrazzo wasn't enough to keep some of those hard feelings up, sending home her best friend, her maid of honor at her wedding just a couple of weeks ago, the person who was the closest to Deonna Purrazzo in this entire world, sending her out of this company, sending her home. Yeah, there's some pretty hard feelings left here, Tom.
Two of the most decorated champions in the history of Impact Knockouts division, James and Purrazzo. And I can't forget my first night here, Hard to Kill, earlier this year, the pay-per-view event, where we saw a Texas death match between James and Purrazzo for the Impact Knockouts World Championship that night. James got the better of Purrazzo and you took a guitar shot to the head, if I remember.
I don't remember that, so, I mean, there's no proof that it happened. So, that's your word against mine, and maybe a few other people, but regardless, absolutely, the matches between these two, as I mentioned to you before, will stand the test of time. This rivalry will go down in history.
Just the cover after the leg drop to the arm, and you could see earlier on, Ray Rolt, that the Virtuoso was going after the arm of Mickie James. We can't forget about the Fujiwara armbar.
Absolutely, she loves to bend, break, and twist the joints, especially the arm. We know the Venus de Milo as well. She can rip and tear you from almost any direction. One of the best professional wrestlers in the world.
Now James trying to control Purrazzo here in the early going here. A series of arm drags from both knockouts. Sweeps the leg into the cover and a kick by Purrazzo. Purrazzo on top of James, trying to end Mickie James' career in a kick out. Purrazzo into another cover. James avoids catastrophe.
Back and forth here.
Cover on Purrazzo's shoulders, down and a kick out.
As this one has been very technical so far, despite all the hard feelings between these two. Relatively scientific.
Kick right to the midsection. Oh! And now Mickie James, though she was going for the mid kick, Purrazzo saw it coming, went for a pump kick of her own, and it's even.
These two know each other so
much. Impact Wrestling on Access TV. Come on, we are back here at Impact Wrestling on Access TV. This is our main event. It's a part of the last rodeo for Mickie James. Deonna Purrazzo versus James. If Mickie James loses tonight, she must retire from pro wrestling.
And this is without a doubt the toughest challenge to date that Mickie James has had in this whole last rodeo project, experiment, journey, whatever the hell you want to call it. But that's exactly what James wanted here. That is exactly what she asked for, the best of the best on her way to the Knockouts World title. And she's getting that here tonight with Deonna Purrazzo.
This Saturday, Santa is coming early with Access TV's Saturday stack of holiday concerts featuring the Access TV premiere of Sting, A Winter's Night Live from Durham Cathedral. Tune in all day Saturday, beginning at noon Eastern here on Access TV.
And it could be a nasty Christmas at the James household if this ends up being the last matchup. But right now, Hardcore Country, as much as I hate to admit it, in firm control.
Smashing Deonna Purrazzo face first into the top turnbuckle on a face press, and Mickie James all over the Virtuosa.
Extremely motivated Mickie James. Every moment in this matchup could be her last. Every pinfall, every submission could be seconds away from a legendary career ended.
A back elbow there by Purrazzo. Down goes James. And the Virtuosa is another opportunity here to collect herself. And you know the Virtuosa perhaps better than everyone. How angry is she following Chelsea Green's departure? At the end of Vex, all that Mickie James, in her mind, has done to Purrazzo.
Well, on a night where I've used a lot of cliches, hell hath no fury, like a virtuosa scorned, I will tell you that much. She can be salty on a regular day, let alone in the days following you sending her very best friend out of this company.
Look at the viciousness of Peraza here. Clubbing blows right across the chest. Now into the cover. Is this it for James' career? And a kick out.
Once again, 1 second away from adding yet another accolade to the resume of the virtuosa. Sending home Mickey James, retiring the legend.
And standing on that.
Good measure there.
Now Peraza into the cover, shoulders down on James, who kicks out, keeps her career alive. And let's not forget the pursuit of Mickey James. It's to get back to the Impact World Championship. It's win or go home. The Knockouts World Championship is everything to Mickey James. And Peraza, you said it, the most difficult task James has had to face on this last rodeo yet.
100%. And that's right. That's the only way, for anybody who's wondering, that's the only way this last rodeo ends, is if Mickey James gets to the Knockout World Championship. And that path right now is going through a very game, Virtuosa.
Here's on the bottom rope. Now Peraza into the cover, stacks up James, and James stays alive. The career of Mickey James hangs in the balance with every pinfall chance.
But right now, Virtuosa is working things at her pace, and this is where she excels. When she can slow things down, manipulate her opponent in any which way, because we know the submission game of Deonna Purrazzo. When she gets a hold of you, it can be very, very dangerous.
Deonna Purrazzo, complete control here against Mickey James. Let's not forget the fabulous resume of Deonna Purrazzo. Twice the champ.
Thank you.
In Impact Wrestling.
Absolutely. One of the greatest eras of Impact Wrestling put this entire company, especially the Knockouts division, on her back.
Right to the midsection and shuts down that flurry there from Mickey James. Oh, and a shot to the throat.
Purrazzo, again, still just taking her time, really wants to make this point, send it home, make sure Mickey James knows exactly what she did to her.
Now Mickey whipped across the ring. First into the turnbuckles. While Purrazzo rushes in. A boot up in time there by Mickey James.
And the elbow, and now Mickey James looking to try to build some momentum here.
Oh, able to take down Deonna Purrazzo. This is what Mickey James needs.
But can she keep it going is the question.
Snapmare takedown, Mickey James. On the move and a kick to the face.
Could
into the cover. And a kick out by Purrazzo.
It may be everything on the line for James here, but you have to look at it from Deonna Purrazzo's.
Oh, looking for the McDT. And face first on the flapjack and a kip up by James.
This is the breathing room. This is the momentum James needed. But will it be enough to stop the Virtuosa here tonight?
If Purrazzo beats James, James must retire from pro wrestling for good. Oh, up to the top, and down goes Mickey James. Purrazzo takes advantage. Can James get back in it? Here on Access TV. We are back here. This is our main event of Impact Wrestling on Access TV. Deonna Purrazzo kicking the hell out of Mickey James in this installment of the last rodeo.
And the Virtuosa, who's normally very composed, a very scientific competitor, fighter, is starting to lose it. But when that happens, you also face the wrath of a very angry competitor.
Remember the stakes of this matchup. If Mickey James loses, she must retire from pro wrestling for good. All a part of her last rodeo and a brainbuster by Deonna Purrazzo.
That was
Believes it's
nasty.
over. Is it all over for Hardcore Country, who gets her shoulder up in time?
But you see, there was a little life in that
Another
kick
cover,
out.
another cover to end James' career in a bridge out by James.
And that's a sign of the wear and tear of this matchup. I mean, a kick out is a kick out, but there's much less life behind that. It's just barely getting the shoulder up as opposed to a convincing kick out. Mickey James is getting worn down.
And a camel clutch applied here by Deonna Purrazzo. Center of the ring, going after Mickey James. He's gone after the throat, the neck of Mickey James multiple times. So this is a very precise attack here from the Virtuosa.
At the absolute center of the canvas there. James finding a little bit of upper ground now, getting to her feet, which is desperately needed.
Able to sling Deonna Purrazzo away. Now Purrazzo comes back at James, but James is ready for the Virtuosa. Trying to pick up the pace here, cuts underneath. Mickey James here with a big forearm by Purrazzo.
And that absolutely leveled Mickey James. And sometimes that's all Deonna Purrazzo needs, is a little bit of that. Whoa!
It looked like Purrazzo was trying to dump James out of the ring. James prevented it. Oh, and a drop kick by James.
Going on for quite a while here. James, I have to imagine, I mean, the longer this goes on, the more dangerous it is for James. I know that seems obvious, but like with all the stakes that are on this matchup, she's going to want to put it away as soon as she can.
Oh, the top. James taking Purrazzo to the floor.
Now both wrestlers out on the floor. James able to stir though here, fired up. How much did that take out of both of them is the question.
Count of 4 from the official. Both knockouts out to the count of 10 to get back inside the ring so this match can continue. James tosses Purrazzo inside. Oh. And now James all trying to get back into the ring through the ropes. Purrazzo catching James. Dangerous territory, but James uses the ropes.
Great back and forth. Catch as catch can. Counter for counter between James and Purrazzo.
Oh, missile drop kick off the top from Mickey James. The resilience, the tenacity of Mickey James on display here in this matchup in the last rodeo. Neck breaker by James.
Take another away.
Is this it for Purrazzo? Kick out by the Virtuosa.
James knows exactly what's on the line, just like all of us. But like I said, as this match gets longer and longer, inspiration has to be building up, even in the greatest of professionals like James.
Time for the big DT. Purrazzo felt it coming and just backs James into the corner.
And Purrazzo knows Mickey James so well. Their storied rivalry has taught her lessons she will never forget.
Oh, now James able to slip out of the corner there against Purrazzo. Oh, and a tornado DDT.
Not today.
Kicked by Purrazzo.
Absolutely levels Hardcore Country.
Falls into the cover to end James' career in a kick out.
One more time in this matchup, we are 1 second away from the end of the legendary career of Mickey James. What will be the final shot that Deonna Purrazzo needs? She's calling for it right now, though. Apparently, this could be it. This could all be over.
This is time for the Queen's Gambit.
She hits that. The career of Mickey James is done.
Oh! Straight kick to the face by James. Scrambles into the cover to end Purrazzo's night in a kick out.
Hit Virtuosa down.
And once again, Mickey James measuring her opponent. And once that Mickey T trying to set up Purrazzo. Oh, nearly hit. Oh, no! The Fujiwara armbar.
He's got it. Peraza has the armbar locked in, the arm bent back, almost breaking off here. James desperate for the ropes.
And look at James with the right arm trying to reach out to the bottom rope. But Peraza pulls it back. Venus to Milo.
Absolutely, but
it's a flop.
Just in time for Mickey James.
Mickey James gets her foot on the bottom rope. That'll break up the submission. But the Venus de Milo locked in. Has the damage been done?
Certainly. The shoulder, the arm, the elbow of James in far worse condition again as this match keeps going on. James getting more and more broken down here.
And now Peraza trying to control Mickey James. There's the cover. Peraza handful of tights. Oh, turned around by James. James with the tights. Turnabout fair play. James wins.
Here is your winner, Mickey James.
Listen, I don't necessarily condone the actions of Peraza or James here at the conclusion of this matchup. Obviously, Peraza instigated things, going for the tights first. Mickey James followed suit.
It was so back and forth for the entirety of this contest.
I'm going to take a look back here as Mickey James' career in professional wrestling will continue. Her pursuit of the Knockouts World title will continue. Watch here down the stretch. Peraza to the cover. The official did not see that. Was not in position to see James as well grabbing the tights. In the end, the official's decision is final. Mickey James gets the win, and hold on a second. And look who it is here in the Impact Zone. The Impact Knockouts World Champion, Jordan Grace.
Well, that's what this rodeo has been all about. Getting to that Knockouts World title while the champ is in the building.
Grace, who withstood Masha Slamovich in a last knockout standing match in events of her title 2 weeks ago at Overdrive, now stepping into the ring with the legend Mickey James.
Mickey, I know that you wanted to work your way back to the top, and I don't think anybody here in this building can dispute that you've taken care of your business. I've taken care of mine. So I think it's finally time. What does everybody say? Mickey, me and you, for the first time ever, for my Knockouts World Championship, hard to kill. What do you say?
James and Grace for the Knockouts World title at Hard to Kill.
You can run for a long time. You can run.
Why did you turn your life over to violent by design?
To fight the sickness.
So, you revile the sickness.
Of course. I always have.
How do you know when you encounter the sickness?
Failure.
That's right. And you would do anything to eliminate the sickness?
Yes.
Anything?
Anything.
What if I was to say the sickness was in this room right now?
What do you mean?
If the sickness was in this room right now, would you do anything to eliminate it? It's a simple yes or no.
Yes.
As would I. Where? When does the ending begin? This world does not belong to us. It's an chance to eliminate the sickness. This world does not belong to you. This world does not belong to us. The sickness still exists. Counter the sickness. Failure. Would you do anything to eliminate it? Anything to eliminate it.
Why did you make me do this?
We were slain by failure. We have since the inception.
No! We can fix this!
Yes, we can. You can. Our violence. Do what you were reborn. Kill the sickness. Become the violence. Embrace the violence. You are the design. Eliminate the sickness. Eliminate the sickness. Eliminate the sickness.
Coming from the rain, I was colder than a cross. I was left alone and forged as another legend lost. And just before the gun could have killed or made a sound, I was taken from the
I was the designer,
and brought to
but you are the design.
taken from the dark